Thanks for joining us on Public Affairs on Peach. I'm Vince Sims. Our next guest is Clyde Mize, a partner in the Morris, Manning & Martin LLP law firm. All right, thank you very much for being with us. We appreciate that.
Glad to be here. Good morning.
All right, talk to us about the law firm. You're part of starting this.
Well, for me, I've been at Morris, Manning & Martin almost 12 years now.
Okay.
It's a firm that's rooted here in Atlanta. We are a full-service commercial law firm, so anything from litigation to corporate work to real estate work. Our clients are folk who are around the world, right? People that are here in Atlanta, people that are in different parts of the U.S. We have projects that are literally around the world. But again, our footprint is primarily here in Atlanta.
All right, let's get right into talking about how deep is the shortage of African-American lawyers in our country.
Yeah. One of the concerns for me is that when I think back when I went to law school some 20 plus years ago, I'm telling my age here, right? Some 20 plus years ago, I saw at the time that there was still a major push to get people into law schools. You had affirmative action, other kind of programs. They were looking for qualified students to go into these different fields, right? Well, as I was progressing through law school, I noticed that the number of students in the succeeding classes, the number of African American students was going down. After I got to law school, I noticed that the trend continued, again, going down. There are fewer that are applying to law schools. There are fewer that are getting accepted into law schools. And that meant the number graduating from law school was even going down even more. So so you start there with the fact that people, in fact, were not going to school and then matriculating and graduating out.
What do you think is the reason behind that we're not going into that field?
I guess there's a couple things. For me, the first thing is we have to be able to see that it's something we can achieve. Right? If I don't know a lawyer, if I've never seen a lawyer other than in some negative context, whether it's some interaction with the judicial system, some negative way, but if I don't know that I can actually go to law school, I can actually first of all, go to college, right? Let's start there. I can graduate from high school, do well, to see myself walking on the campus of some university or college, succeeding there, and then matriculating on to law school. I can't even imagine myself being a lawyer. So let's first start with the fact that I can do well in school, go to college, then go to law school, and then work. So if I can't see myself doing that first off, then there's no way I can see myself being a lawyer.
All right, so you have to be able to see something that you can relate to get there. The law firm has already started a summer program kind of introducing teens to the law.
Yeah. It's one of those things that I appreciate about Morris, Manning & Martin is that we recognize we have to do a good job for our clients and the representation that we have there. That's key. It's number one. But we have created an environment where we also recognize the importance of the need to maintain a positive relationship with our community, whether it's through our other pro bono activities that we have going on or just sponsorship for things. And this internship program is birthed out of that. I tell people I've always wanted to be a lawyer. I didn't particularly know any lawyers growing up. I remember watching Perry Mason on TV and LA Law and wondering why I never saw black folk on Perry Mason, But my mom pushed me because she understood that I had this dream. And so it was about maybe 8, 9 years ago, I approached the firm about starting a program. And one of the things you gotta be careful of is if you ask the right people, they'll say yes. And so I was told, hey, go for it, do it. And we had our first class. We broke them up into 2 different weeks. Had some great support staff, Olga Rios, who's no longer with our firm, Sherry McCurdy Knox. They came in as support staff because one of the things people have to understand is although the lawyers do the legal stuff, we know who really runs the place, right? And so without our staff, we couldn't do great stuff. And so they came along and they took this program and helped push it to just a great place. And so we attract students from around the Atlanta metropolitan area for as far as past Cherokee County, up past Gwinnett, east, south, just as long as we attract a good, positive group of students. So.
And do you have an idea of how many students you're reaching through this?
Well, each year it's we try to have between 10 and 12 students. And those students come in and I'll say this, when we first started, we had 6 students for 1 week and then another 6 students for another week, and we didn't pay them. It was, they came in and they did assignments and they worked on different projects. But the next year we started offering pay. So can you imagine being a high school student and while your friends are flipping burgers at McDonald's, it's a great place, but you're actually in an air-conditioned professional building in Buckhead. Okay.
Right.
And
Well, we want to touch on some more. You have some
Sure.
more projects there. So coming up, we will talk more with Mr. Clyde Mize about his programs to get more African Americans interested in the law.